my God! You know, when people ask me what my favorite animal is, there's one that always comes to mind. It's the buffalo. I mean, I think they're just majestic. Something about seeing these big animals kind of roaming around just free and wild. It's amazing. And of course, it's even more amazing when they have their calf. Now, it's not often that we get to see buffalo in the wild, especially not in large numbers. So when National Geographic photographer Chris Packham set up a camera trap in the Katavi National Park in Tanzania and got this footage, it was an incredible surprise for him. This footage that you're watching right now is actually from his camera trap, and it's buffalo. There's a mom and her calf here, and they are approaching the watering hole. This is in the Katavi National Park, which is known for its large herds of buffalo. And because of that, it has one of the highest densities of buffalo in all of Africa. So when you set up a camera trap like this, chances are you're gonna get some buffalo. But of course, getting them on camera like this is another story. And you can tell this is a mother and daughter pair, because a male buffalo would have larger horns. See how hers are kind of more rounded at the tip? His would be more pointed. There's a few things that are interesting about buffalo. One is they're very social, so they live in groups. They're not loners. In fact, they're probably one of the most social animals out there. The only time they're not really social is during mating season. Then it's every buffalo for himself. Also, they're not the ones that are usually initiating the fights. They're actually pretty passive animals. But if they feel threatened, or if a predator gets too close, they will definitely charge and they will not hesitate to kill. In fact, buffalo are responsible for more human deaths in Africa than any other large mammal, even elephants. That's because they're just so unpredictable. You never know when they're going to charge you or not. Sometimes it can be provoked. Sometimes it can. I think what makes them so unpredictable is that they're kind of the underdog of the savannah. I mean, they're huge, but they're not at the top of the food chain. In fact, they're kind of towards the bottom. And so, because they're constantly having to look over their shoulder at predators, they're always on edge. That's why they're so easily spooked, and they could potentially charge you. Even though this mom and calf here don't seem to worried about anything, generally, a buffalo is always going to be a little bit stressed out. Another thing about buffalo is they are excellent swimmers. In fact, they prefer to swim rather than walk long distances. That's why you'll see them in watering holes all the time. They don't mind being in the water. They also use the water to help keep cool during the hot days and to help keep the flies off. One of the biggest threats to buffalo is habitat loss. Because of human encroachment, buffalo are losing their homes. And without their homes, they're easy targets for poachers. If you want to see more buffalo, I'll put a link to the channel in the description below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And thanks for watching.